you go.
It's probably good. You didn't want me to fall off the stage. Very strange, very interesting thing to see the blind guy just like fall into the front. Unless there's a pretty lady out there. Just So, the year was 1985, and I was raised in Miami. Anybody here from Miami? Yeah. Anyway, and that was one of those times that I went out with Andy and with Bear, and we went out in the boat. The boat was this station wagon. We were in high school, right? And it's like this, you know, like car that the Griswolds would drive with the, like wood paneling on the sides. And man, oh, there we go. So we would go out in this car on the weekends cruising. And Bear, well, he had these oars, like you know, what is it, a kayak or something? We'd stick them out the window for the boat. So back in 1985, there used to be this can of beer that Miller made. It was called the King Can. And it was like a 32-ounce. It was huge, dude. You walk into a party with like a can and be like, the King, you know. And that night, everybody had a King Can but me. Sucks, man. I was taking antibiotics. So Andy and Bear had their King Cans. They had bought one for me, but no King Can for me. So they drank my King Can, which sucked. So you know, it's getting late, and you ever notice all this shit starts to happen after midnight? But I had to get home at midnight. So I'm like, dude, I got to get home. So they're like, how are we going to get home? We can't drive because we're, you know, a little wasted from drinking the King Cans. And somebody said, I know, Mikey, you can drive us home. I'm like, I don't have a license, you know. And that's just the beginning. You know, when you're 17, you're not thinking about the obvious other stuff, right? So I'm like, dude, I don't drive. Oh, come on, we'll go practice. And what a better place to practice than St. Timothy's Catholic Church baseball field. So, let's not forget that it was Good Friday. Yes. I'm serious. This is true, okay? You can't make this up. And so we're like practicing, and they're like, come on, bro, turn left, you know. The boat in the middle of the St. Timothy's baseball field. Needless to say, after a little while, oh, shoot. Walks up to the window. Son, you step out of the car, please, with the license and registration. I reach into the glove compartment. I grab what I thought might be the registration. And I'm like getting out of the car. I'm like, didn't have the dog back then. And the cop looks at me. He's like, very funny, son. So I'm like, good evening, officer. He says, may I ask what you're doing? I said, well, officer, you see, my friends had been drinking, and we didn't think that would be appropriate for them to be driving inebriated. So we thought that it would be a good idea for us to come out here and perhaps help me, you know, sharpen my driving skills so I could drive them home. And so I'm looking the cop in the face, you know. So he's like, so what's with the stick? I said, well, I'm blind. And the cop's like, you're shitting me. I'm like, no, sir. So needless to say, he gets on the radio. And, you know, before we knew it, like 5 other cops pulled up. He's like, do you believe this stuff? Look at the blind guy driving his friends home and blah, blah, blah. And all the other cops are like, so how are you going to write this up in your report? So, thank God, everybody had a sense of humor. Boy, was I popular on Monday at school. And needless to say, the cops, one of the cops, he drove everybody home, got us home. But this is exactly what happened when we resolved, and I certainly hope that you resolve, not to drive when drinking. Have a great year.
Mike in the house.